Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm that original Niger chick. I make lifestyle straight talking videos and any other video that interests me, including food recipes, reviews and hauls. So today, well, first of all, let me wish you guys a happy new year. Happy new year, welcome to 2020. I don't have any new year's resolutions because I have not accomplished the resolutions I had last year. And funny enough, it's the resolutions I made in 2017 that I'm still continuing. So I don't have any New Year's resolutions, but I have like I found my new passion a new passion for business. So man, that cock again, I don't understand. Each time I try to make a video, that's when this cock knows it will come out, and it comes out in the afternoon and starts crowing. What is that? Well, I'm sure if you've been following me for some time, you're used to, the background noise. But well, so like I was saying something about my new year. This new year is a year of multiple businesses, and it was my younger sister who formed that bandwagon, and I thought it was a good one, and so I'm joining her too. So it's a year of different side hustles. I'm looking for at least 5, side hustles. Well, guys, how have you been? 2020 is going to be a great year. I believe in speaking up positivity into the atmosphere, and also I believe the universe listens to us, whatever we say with our mouth, because it's the most, in my own opinion, it's the most powerful weapon there is. So whatever you speak out to the universe comes to you. So I'm speaking all positivity into the universe. The universe will work to favor me. Whatever I put my hands into will grow. Every negative energy, every negative tension, I wish that away from my life. So I invite all the positivity, all the positivity, all the good things that are attached to this year. I wish them upon myself, upon my loved ones, upon you that is watching, and upon my family. So yeah. So today we have something exciting. I am a serial dater. So I'm still single and I'm dating. I'm in a dating market, and I have some sort of, I'm in my 30s, early 30s. I have kind of acquired some sort of experience, and but today I'm going to categorically talk about Generation X, which is like people from the age of 41 to 59, and Generation Y, which is millennial, from the age of 25 to 39. So I fall under the category of millennial, but I have equally dated both millennials and Generation X. Is it X? This is so confusing. Yeah, Generation X. So I'm going to tell you the difference between these men. If this is your thing, please subscribe to this channel, like and comment on this video. Now, I have noticed a few differences between millennials and Gen X. Now, my first boyfriend was when I was in secondary school. That was also a millennial like me. We were about the same age. So we really did not have any experience in dating, so I will not count that as an experience. We're just doing child's play, even though the love, I think, was genuine. Then my second boyfriend, that was when I really entered into dating proper, was a Gen X. He was 14 years older than I am. So, and yeah, the thing is the difference. Now, I think the Gen X people, let me start with Gen X, the older people, they are a bit more disciplined, a bit more, okay, let's talk on the matter of sex right now. SEX. I don't think YouTube want us to say that word, so I will say SEX. Yeah, they're a bit more reserved and a bit more closed-minded, a bit more old-fashioned and gentle with sexual play. I'm I'm saying that word again. Okay, I'll have to make signals with the play, so yeah, a bit more gentle, a bit more, but they're closed-minded. That's my own experience. Your experience might be different from mine, but mine is that they're a bit closed-minded. They're a bit gentle, and they hold this thing to they place it on a high level. You know what I mean? They value that. Yeah, I'm not saying millennials don't value that, but millennials are a bit open-minded to trying new things. And my experience, most millennials are dated when it comes to this. They are a bit very, very much open-minded. They're willing to try anything. I think the culture, especially in Nigeria, I'm talking about Nigerian men, I'm not talking about other kinds of men, because my experiences have been more with Nigerian men. So they are a bit influenced by outside cultures, for example the American culture. So most of the time they just want to, you know what I mean, there's no it's just different, a slight difference. There is no much pampering. Is how to tear up that place, how to make sure you don't walk really well, how to turn the shape of your legs from straight to bow leg. That's what I keep. That's my experience. Whereas the older guys, they kind of treat that place like it's a treasure zone, like it's something special. Of course it's special, so they treat it like it is. Then secondly, millennials, the attitude towards PORN is that it tallies with being open-minded. I think millennials watch more PORN, so their expectation of sex is a bit unrealistic, and I think maybe they will find out it's unrealistic when they get older. But the older guys, they have some sort of more realistic views. They know that the body doesn't work the way PORN stars try to portray. They actually know that is for sure. But most millennials, they just take everything literally, and if she doesn't bust it open like that, she doesn't give you that acrobatic style, she doesn't do what they see on PORN, then sabi, then you can't do anything. So that's on the matter of foreplay and intimacy. That's my own experience. And when it comes to economics, like provision, again, the older guy takes it for me. They are a bit more loose and generous with money and spending towards a woman, maybe because they are a bit much more stable than the millennials. We millennials, we are really finding it hard to get things that I think the Gen X didn't struggle. They struggled on their own rights, but I think we are finding it harder because of the economic situation of Nigeria. It has never been better, but I think it's a lot harder now. So for a millennial to spend on you like an older Gen X guy would, it must have been really, really set and really, really in a good place. But then we're looking at the talk of immaturity, because most of this generation, millennials that have it and can spend, they have a certain tint of immaturity and cockiness about it. I'm not saying that the older guys do not have some sort of cockiness, but it's been mastered to some level that is not shown, or what they do is that they try to portray that cockiness to please you, like to throw you into their net, whereas the millennial is a bit cocky. I got this, babe, come to me. You know what I mean? So if you understand, the thing is that I'm not writing anything down, I'm just saying this out of my head, so the video might be all over the place, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you. So that there's that tint of immaturity, And yeah, so I will tell you that most millennials, okay, now in the matter of economics again, the Gen X believes that they still believe that um okay, we're done with economics, the provision, I give it to the older guys. They know how to provide based on the fact, okay, they are stable, they're much more stable than the millennials now, and of maturity also comes in play as well. Then let's talk about the quality movement that is moving on, that is going on right now in the society. The rise of feminism, the rise of equality. To me, I think the millennials are getting there. They're not there yet, because I still think there are some millennials who, but there's a difference. Let's talk about this difference now. Normal Gen X guy, that is open-minded, that is forward-minded, that is willing to learn. I've been with a Gen X guy who normally he thinks, okay, he's to provide, which he provides, and you, if he goes to work and hustle for money, you take care of the home front. So during that kind of relationship, I was happy because I didn't have to worry about money, because money, when it comes to going out to make money, money is very difficult to make. So I didn't have to worry about that, but I had to worry about keeping my own end of the bargain, because I wouldn't want him to go out there, make money, and while the house is unkempt, there's no hot meal on the stove, there is no laundry being done, you know what I mean. And at some point I was able, I think it's also an individual thing, but for the sake of this video I'm going to generalize. So at some point when I told him that, okay, yes, I'm beginning to get overwhelmed with some of these things, because then I was going to school and I was working too, although my income was nothing to write home about, he was bringing in the bulk of the money. I still found that I was a bit drained when I come home, and he understood. Now there is one millennial I dated that we were both working, but he still expected me to carry on the home front and do everything. And I was a bit shocked, because I felt that at least you're a millennial. The world, this is like 2000 and what at that time. You should be at least progressive in your thinking, you get. But this one has so much entitlement. Like, I'm bringing half of the money, you're bringing half of the money, but I am the one to slave in the kitchen. I'm the one to make your meals, to make sure your laundry is done. He just comes home, carries his feet up, and the worst part of it is that I come home later than he does. And when he comes home, we didn't have kids, I don't have any children. He comes home, puts his feet up, and I come and he gets to ask me, babe, what are we eating? You know, so there's a need for balance somewhere. And I also think the millennials are a bit confused, the guys, because of this, equality movement. We are all focused on the women, telling them that you're more than being a housewife, you're more than this, you're more than accepting second place. But we're not really talking to the men and telling them what they should be doing. So I think amongst all the generation, millennial guys are much more confused, because you take away provision, which their father has taught them that, okay, before you have to be a man, you have to provide, you have to be the head of the home, you have to. But now the wave is changing, that women are becoming providers now. Women are running their homes. So what is the man to do? So I think the millennial guys are a bit much more confused, because they do not have a defined role. And I'm sure things are going to sort themselves out, but for now I think when it comes to provision, the older guys still got it nailed down. Is that a correct English word? Yeah, still got it nailed down. Yeah. Then okay, we've talked about sex, we've talked about economics, we've talked about the concept of equality. Let's talk about attitude towards family. Yeah. The millennials right now, I think it also boils down to economic conditions, because most of people I know, some friends of mine who are married to millennials, they do not have plans put in place for their parents. Like older generation of guys, especially if you're the first son, first daughter, you have a responsibility towards your family, your parents. I'm not saying that these people, when they get married, they just abandon their parents. No, but the pressure is not as much as it is or it was for the older generation. They see it like it's a thing I must do, you know. That's why in Nigerian movies you have mother-in-law and daughter-in-laws, you know, fighting because they tend to live in the same space. But most millennials, I haven't even thought of it like, okay, my parents coming to live with me. Get so, and I think most millennials of that mindset, kind of, they haven't made plans in place for their parents to come live with them. Rather, they are moving towards the old home business, I think, which is going to boom very well in Nigeria very soon. And I'm thinking of investing in that business, in the building old people's home. So keep the parents outside the home and they take care of the parents, maybe send money and stuff, but bringing their parents into the house. So to me, personally, I stand with the millennials on that, you know. So millennials take 1, Gen X take 3. Okay, then now what? I think that's all. But all in all, my own preference is that mine is that if you find someone, you can be able to, I'm not saying you go and bring hammer and nail to change that person, but you can be able to give the person cues and mold the person somewhat to what you want that person to be. So if you ask me to choose between millennials and older guys, I would say it depends on the individual, you know. There are some aspect of millennials I like. I like the free spirit, I like the progressiveness. I like that most millennial guys are kind of modern. Nigerian millennials are kind of modern, not all of them, but most. Yeah, and they are very open-minded. So these are the qualities I admire in millennials. But if they can merge, you know, maybe with experience, they will be able to now merge with some of the qualities of the generation X people. It will be good. Generation X, I like they can provide. I like they're a bit old-fashioned and they have respect for women, and they have respect for, most of them have respect for women. Most of them value sex. I also like that they value the concept of marriage. This generation don't seem to value marriage as much. The way I'm seeing, there's a shift right now. A lot of people are not choosing to be married. You know, that's why you see the rise in baby mama, and you know, a guy we have like 5 baby mamas. You know, a woman can have like 4 baby daddies. You know what I mean? So millennials for you. But the older generation tend to value marriage, which I value marriage. If I'm ever going to be married, of course, I will be married. I'm working towards it. I value marriage, and yeah, maybe someday there will be a part 2 of this series, because I just came to make this video at the top of my head. So I'm going to round up this video by saying that men are individuals. That's how I see it. Men are individuals, and they are a product of their environment and experiences in life. So to me, as a woman, I don't think there is a perfect man, whether generation X or millennial. No, the thing is that you have to find the right man for you. And I mean, every woman has what they like and what they don't like in men. What I might like might not be what you like. So you find a man that have these qualities. At least to me, as you know, one is perfect, but if a man can meet you up, let's say 50-60%, then the other 40 you can, you know, try and mold him to the kind of man you want. A lot of people are saying that you cannot change anyone, you know. I'm not saying that you should completely change a person's personality, but if a man who loves you would definitely listen to you, and would definitely listen to, you know, if he truly loves you, he'll definitely listen to what you want from him, and he will adjust towards, you know, what is going to please you. Yeah, that's a train right now. Towards what is going to please you. So what I'm urging ladies to do is, don't see men as a group of people. Deal with a man individually. I have been hurt so many times. You might be hurt as well, but it doesn't mean that all men are out, to get you. So yeah, you will find someone who will cherish the very, very place you step your toes on. Yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video. Please subscribe to this channel, I beg. Biko, subscribe to this channel, share this video, share with your friends, share with your family. Let's grow this channel, okay? I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Okay, let me take a thumbnail. Yeah, I forgot to wish you guys a happy new year. Happy new year.